Greetings everyone, welcome to the channel. In this non-seasonal Diablo 3 build guide video, we're going to be taking a look at the legacy of Raekor for the Barbarian, available both in non-seasonal softcore and non-seasonal hardcore, so no matter which mode you'd like to play on, we have got you covered on PS4 and PS5 consoles. If you're looking for any of the gear shown in this video, hit that link in the description, sign up for Discord if you're not already a member. Once you land in Discord, you are going to need to assign yourself some roles. We have a welcome message that will auto-generate when you join. Just follow the guide on there to help you get sorted, and then find the proper request channel for the console you play on. Right now we have limited Xbox support, full PlayStation 4 and PS5 support, and limited Nintendo Switch support. So with that, man, without any further ado, let's go ahead and jump right on into this build guide. So for our main weapon right here, it is codenamed Courage, dealing 1,385,325 damage per second. It is infused with the Gem of Ease. It's got the Season 25 Soul Shard affix on there. When you kill an enemy, you deal the damage on by the death blow, and the legendary bonus increases the damage of weapon throw and ancient spear by 200%. The attack speed of weapon throw is increased by 200%. That means absolute insanity, man. You guys gotta wait to see in the gameplay portion of the video. For the gloves, they're codenamed Courage, hitting all major areas for the affixes, including strength, resist all elements, percent life. You know, you guys get it though. You've seen these build guides a million times. Here's the 2-piece and 4-piece set bonus. We do have the 6-piece set bonus, but you are going to need to cube the Ring of Royal Grandeur. So if you don't have one, you can farm one from Act 1 bounty bags, or you can simply request one and we'll send it out with the gear set. Here is the 6-piece set bonus. If you want to pause the video and take a look at it in greater detail, by all means. Everything except for level 1, Primal Ancient. Moving on into the shoulders. Pretty much identical to the gloves, so let's move right on into the chest. This has a slightly higher strength value than the shoulders and the gloves. Other than that, though, pretty much identical. Moving on into the helm, we have socketed 2 amethysts and the red soul shard, giving us a little bit more affixes than the other stuff. It's got a lower strength value, though, but it does have increased percent life, increased percent critical damage, and critical hit chance. You're also getting life after each kill, life per hit, and life from health potions and globes. 1,000 to all stats, and since it is infused with that red soul shard, you're periodically going to struggle for control, unleashing a ring of fire that inflicts 20,000% weapon damage to enemies it passes through. Not too bad. For the amulet, this is a rare level 1 amulet, the PvP amulet to be exact, but the most important stat on here, besides buffing all main stats, is the 200% damage to all barbarian skills, meaning it also ignores durability loss. You never have to worry about losing it to the blacksmith. You'd increase move speed both after killing Elite Pack and picking up Health Globe, which is pretty nice. You're also getting 6 additional Season 25 Soul Shard affixes, and yeah, you get the Rampage passive and the Standoff legendary bonus, which reads, Furious Charge deals increased damage equal to 500% of your bonus movement speed, which is pretty cool. Moving on into the bracers. This one also buffs our Ancient Spear Boulder Toss, so if you want to use that, you can. I am not going to be using that in this video though, because it does consume all of your fury, which you know, it's a hit or miss for me, but it is there if you want to use it. Other than that though, 75% magic item find, the first piece that incorporates that. Moving on into the offhand. This is also codenamed Courage. This also has the increased movement speed after killing Elite Pack and pick up Health Globe. And the legendary bonus, Weapon Throw and Ancient Spear deal 200% increased damage. Weapon Throw generates up to 50 additional fury based on the distance of the enemy hit. The generated fury can go above the maximum cap by 200 fury. Ancient Spear refunds up to 50 fury based on the distance of the enemy hit and resets their fury cap to its base maximum, which is pretty cool. So if you do want to use, you know, Ancient Spear with the Boulder Toss rune, you definitely can with this offhand. Moving on into the first ring. This is the 1 billion physical skill damage ring, which also, God, I can't even talk today, man. What's wrong with me? Also features the 200% damage to all barbarian skills, which means it ignores durability loss. This one doesn't have any Season 25 Soul Shard affixes on there, just the legendary bonuses from the gems, but it does have chance to deal 144% area damage on hit, and 35% chance to inflict bleed for 21,000 to 27,000 damage and 400% weapon damage, both over 5 seconds. Not too bad. The second ring is the 1 billion, man, I'm all over the place, man, I'm sorry. It's the test ring 516 for immortality. This one also does feature the 200% damage to all barbarian skills. You get 2,434 life per fury spent. Gold health pickup radius is increased by 100 yards. It also ignores durability loss. Same 2 movement speed increases and the bonuses from the legendary gems, not too bad. For the boots, this is again codename Courage, second piece of gear that features at 75% magic item find, bringing the grand total to 150%. For the pants, this is the Captain Crimson's set right here, codename Courage, with over 10,000 strength, counting the augment, which is crazy. Moving on into the belt, you get 3 passives with this piece of gear right here, the Unforgiving Weapon Master and Berserker Rage passive, bringing the grand total for passives for this build to 4 passives, which is pretty awesome, man. Other than that, though, pretty much standard. We do have the 3-piece set bonus, again utilizing that Ring of Royal Grandeur in the cube. Moving on into skills. For the primary ability, X ability, we're picking up Weapon Throw with the rune Throwing Hammer. R2, main damage dealing attack. Well, this is, you'll see here in a minute. This is coupled up with Furious Charge to be our main damage dealing attack, but is the secondary skill tree, Ancient Spear with the rune Jagged Edge. Square ability and the Tactics skill tree, we're picking up Warcry with the rune Charge. Triangle ability, again on that Tactics skill tree, we're picking up Threatening Shout with the rune Falter. Circle ability, again in that Tactics skill tree, we're picking up Battle Rage with the rune Ferocity. And finally, for that mobility skill in the Might skill tree, we're picking up Furious Charge with the rune Dreadnought. This is also going to be our main damage dealing attack. Pretty much these 3 right here, X, R2, and R1 are going to be all of our main damage dealers. These are just for increased movement speed and increased damage. Passives are as follows: Earthen Might, Brawler, Animosity, and Inspiring Presence. Cube powers being Blade of Tribes, Chiliax Chain, and the Ring of Royal Grandeur. I would say pretty much the Chiliax Chain and the Ring of Royal Grandeur are pretty much necessary, but the Blade of Tribes can be switched out to whatever. You know, I just think this one fits this build perfectly. Touching on Paragon, everything into Vitality. For the offense stats, attack speed first, then the rest can be flushed out. For the defensive stats, life first, then the rest. And for utility, area damage, then the rest. Quickly going over the follower, we are recommending the Scoundrel follower for this build, who is rocking the Enigma set, which features the Spulders of Sakura to make all of our items indestructible, the Nemesis Bracer, so every time we hit a shrine and a pylon, we'll spawn an enemy champion. We do recommend the token where your follower cannot die. That's very crucial if you want to build push GR150s. Other than that, though, if you're not focusing on GR150s, you can really put any token you want. But yeah, he also has the Sash of Knives on there, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, let's go over the final numbers, and we'll wrap this video up with some gameplay. Our strength value is at 109,000, not too bad. Armor is at 164,000, with our damage being at 385 billion, right in that sweet spot. Damage increased by skills is 35%. Attack speed increase is at 23%. Critical hit chance and critical hit damage both capped at their respective values. Area damage is at 144%. Cooldown reduction 99.76%. Their damage reduction being at 97.92%. Resistances are super high at 99.37%, which is pretty dope. Life bonus, total life bonus right here, 556%. A bunch of stuff right here to go over, man. We got life per fury, life per kill, life per hit, life per fury spent, health globe healing bonus, and bonus to gold/globe radius. Fury cost reduction is super high at 99.38%. Movement speed is at 80%, gold find 651%, magic item find 150%, and bonus experience per kill set for 8,000. So with all of that gone over, let's go ahead and wrap this video up with some GR150s, man. Show this build in action. So if you guys are looking for any of the gear shown in this video, man, it's being given away for absolutely free, and I would recommend checking this out just because of how unique this build is right here, man. Like, basically, you just want a Furious Charge everywhere. Like, it's really actually awesome because the set bonus refunds a charge of your Furious Charge if it hits less than 3 enemies, I believe. I think it's 3 or maybe 2, I can't remember exactly, but yeah, Furious Charge is gonna basically be your main damage dealing attack because of how quick you can spam it, especially using the rune Dreadnought. But then if you got enemies, you know, that are like single target enemies or something like that, you either want to use your weapon throw, because look how fast you can cast this. I mean, look at that. Look at it's literally casting so fast, just propelling me forward. Like, so yeah, weapon throw is great for single targets. Ancient Spear is also great for single targets. The rune we have on Ancient Spear is probably a better option for single targets because it'll splice off and hit other enemies if you do end up hitting an enemy with it. But I just like weapon throw because of how fast you can cast it. I mean, you can sit here and channel and literally throw like a bajillion million of these weapon throws. So it is pretty awesome. It does pretty good at dealing area damage too, to take out multiple enemies, so it's really up to you on which one you want to use for single target / group damage. But I would say, like, if you got a big group of enemies, just go ahead and Furious Charge right into them, and yeah, you see there, it just literally took out the Rift Guardian with one cast of Furious Charge. So don't sleep on the Furious Charge, it does a crap ton of damage, and it's super fun to play with. We'll do 2 more runs, just so you guys can get a general idea for how this build is going to behave if you do end up wanting to request it for yourself to give it a try. I like it just because of how different it is. Like, it's way different than all the rest of the Barbarian builds, and I think Courage is a great name for this build, because I think it does take a lot of courage to charge up into the middle of the battle, and, you know, just, like, basically go balls to the wall and just charge right up into those enemies. So yeah, very, very fun build. It works really, really great in close quarters combat, like in maps like this, where you don't have, like, the enemies are all pretty much really tightly packed in there, right up close to each other. That's when this build really excels, allowing you to deal massive AoE damage, especially since we have the chance to deal 144% area damage on hit, meaning all enemies within 10 yards are going to get the damage done. And then also the Season 25 Soul Shard affix to deal the damage done by the death blow to all enemies within 25 yards. This means that every enemy close to you basically is going to feel that impact of your first strike, which is pretty great because, you know, you're going to kill everything in one hit. So yeah, it's pretty awesome. It's a lot of fun. The only downside I can see to this build really is just having to listen to the Barbarian go rah 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 every single time. I mean, it's something. I mean, I don't mind it, but it's kind of funny actually. But yeah, there isn't really any negatives to this build. The mobility is definitely there, allowing you to get around the map super quickly, allowing you to chain some huge kill combos. I mean, we were just there at 484 kills. That's just insanity. So yeah, I would definitely recommend checking it out. It's super fun. You hardly ever run out of your Furious Charge. I mean, even you probably don't even need to have the Dreadnought rune on there. You could probably put whatever rune you want just because it refunds a charge if you don't hit any enemies, which is super broken, I think, but it allows us to make some really crazy builds, so I'm not knocking it at all. We honestly probably could change the Captain Crimson set out because we really don't need additional cooldown or resource cost reduction. So in the next version of the set, I might take off the Captain Crimson so that way you can cube the Stone of Jordan Ring and, you know, just get even more damage to fire and lightning and stuff like that. So I might do that here in the future, but I think it's pretty much perfect how it is now. It is a fantastic set. I mean, just look how quickly we're able to clear this map. It even does good. It doesn't do as good on these wide open maps as some other builds, like a Demon Hunter would obviously excel on a map like this using Strafe, you know. But this thing can still pull its weight though. It can still hold its own. It just allows for some just insanity, man. Like, I really don't know what to classify this as, but it's a fun build though. Definitely a fun build. And yeah, it's different for a Barbarian. Like, normally, you know, I use a Whirlwind, and I'm actually kind of leaning more towards this Courage build. Like, the Legacy of Raekor, like, it might be not very fun to play without mods, but it is definitely fun to play with some mods on there, man. Like, this build, I really don't know what else to say because it's so unique, you know, like, allowing you to use both Weapon Throw and Ancient Spear to deal crap tons of damage, then also using Furious Charge to deal crap tons of damage. I mean, like, what more could you really want, you know? You got high mobility, high damage, and look at this. Look how fast I'm throwing those weapons, man. Like, it's like a goddamn machine gun. It's like brrr, freaking goes burr, man, like an A10 Warthog. But yeah, man, I really hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, if you found it at all insightful or, you know, fun, or maybe even just helpful or anything like that, definitely let me know by dropping a like on the video. If you made it all the way till the end, you're an absolute legend. And one more time, if you are looking for any of the gear shown in this video, it is being given away for absolutely free. Hit that link in the description, sign up for Discord if you're not already a member, and, you know, follow the rules on there. And, you know, 1 request per 24 hours. I do want to note that because that is a strict rule. If you try to break that rule, you probably will be banned. And I don't want to see any of you guys get banned, man. We already have 1.5 thousand members in the Discord community, so I'd love to have you. And if you really like the content style of these videos and you want to see more just like it, maybe even consider hitting that subscribe button, as that really helps us. And we're almost to 1,000 subscribers, which is absolutely insane. Made it all the way till the end, you're an absolute legend. I really hope to catch you all in a future video coming out soon. Stay safe, stay happy, and last but not least, stay gaming, my friends. Lion Gaming Crew, signing out.